Well, that was fun. Red Sox complete the four-game sweep of Seattle this past series that wrapped up yesterday afternoon. First game of the series, Red Sox won 12-6 on an offensive onslaught. Trevor Story finally broke out for the first time in a Red Sox uniform, hitting 3 home runs on this game and tallying 7 RBIs. Just a fun one all around, and the bullpen did a heck of a job picking up the slack from Rich Hill, who only went 2 innings, giving up 4 earned runs. Red Sox take the first game of this series. Second game of this series, Red Sox win 7-3 based on 2 swings in this game. Trevor Story picked up his 4th home run in 2 games in this game. It's a lot of games. And it was a grand slam at that. And late, with the Mariners creeping back into this game and it being 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th, Jackie Bradley Jr. hit a 3-run shot into the monster seats that gave the Red Sox some insurance, and they go on to win this game 7-3. Third game of this series, Red Sox ended up winning too by a score of 6-5. They fell behind 5-0 early as Garrett Whitlock was not great in this start. Let me go back to the game before this for a quick second, as Michael Wacha, I forgot to say, made his return in game 2 of this series from the injured list, pitching 4 2/3 innings, only giving up 2 earned runs. So it was another solid quality start from a guy in the back end of our rotation. But getting back to Whitlock, in game 3, he was not great, only going 3 innings, giving up 10 hits and allowing 5 earned runs. Red Sox had to come back and dug themselves in a hole early, but Rafael Devers led the comeback attempt with 2 home runs of his own in the bottom of the 8th. The sequence that won it for the Red Sox began with Franchi Cordero hitting a triple and Christian Vasquez driving him in with the sacrifice fly. Matt Barnes ended up getting the save as Kike Hernandez made a nice running catch to end that game. And then the fourth and final game that happened yesterday afternoon in this series, the Red Sox ended up winning 8-4, and quite possibly their most thrilling win of the season. We'll get to the dramatics later, but Nathan Eovaldi was spectacular in this game, going 6 2/3 innings, giving up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, just 1 walk, and a career-high 11 strikeouts. Trevor Story had his 5th home run of the series in this game. One player of the week, and he's just off to a hot start. He was the hottest player on the planet in the league this series, and the hottest player for the Red Sox right now. Had another homer in this game that gave us the lead at the time, 3-2. Hanzo Robles ended up blowing the save in this game, unfortunately, with the Mariners down to their final out. He gave up a home run to Eugenio Suarez, which forced this game into extra innings. Mariners took the lead in the top of the 10th, 4-3. Red Sox tied at 4-4 in the bottom of the 10th. Looked like we could have won it, but Christian Vasquez was called out at home plate trying to score the winning run, and after review, the call standed. It was a close play. Didn't know if the catcher dropped the ball or the foot got in, but the call stands. Not enough conclusive evidence to reverse that call. But bases loaded and 2 outs and 2 strikes. Franchi Cordero stepped up to the plate, and he hit a walk-off grand slam. His first home run of the season. He's really been swinging the bat well when he makes contact. He's just a completely different player than he was last year. And this is the type of scenario you dream about as a kid. Bases loaded, extra innings, tie game, 2 outs, 2 strikes. And that bat wasn't looking promising up until that point, but Cordero did enough to lift that ball out of there into the right field bleachers, completing the 4-game sweep and saving the Red Sox from blowing this game and collapsing again. Another blown save, which you don't like to see, as I believe the Red Sox are now 5 for 15 this season in save opportunities, which I don't even have to look it up. I imagine that's easily the worst in the league. But there's life with the Red Sox. 4-game sweep. We've won 8 of our last 11. We won our last 3 series. We'll see what happens now. We got a series coming up against Chicago, but we're starting to win ball games. We're starting to put together. It hasn't always been pretty, and it's not the household names that we want that are the guys getting it done for us in these games, but they're stepping up to the plate, pun intended, and it's working. We went from 10-19, now we're 19-22 on the season as we begin, or get ready to begin tomorrow night. A 3 a.m. set against the Chicago White Sox in Windy City, who we just faced a couple weeks ago. So, Red Sox are making some noise. We are still in 4th, but we keep winning series. That's what you got to do. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. There's a lot more optimism surrounding the Red Sox right now than there was, I would say, even a week ago. So, fun series. Just got to keep it going. Go Red Sox.